This is your passion, I can tell.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so ready to
no,
go?
it is for sure. Thanks
Into your
for saying
camera right
that.
over there.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, when you're ready.
Okay. Hey, Empoweristas, it's Alex Worley, and I am joined by a fellow Alex, Alexandra
Great
Karam.
name.
That is, she is the founder and CEO of PostView. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So for those who aren't familiar, if you could explain what PostView is.
Okay, so PostView, like I always say, it's an Instagram marketing app that allows you to plan, schedule, design, and really create the brand that you want for your business or anything that you're pursuing. It allows you to drag and drop images around a grid and really push out anything that you're trying to put over social media or Instagram more specifically. But
Yeah, which is so great for bloggers and influencers
Yeah.
because, as we know, you want your Instagram page to be cohesive and beautiful, and so you can see the posts together and
Exactly.
and make sure that they're on brand. So
Yeah.
helpful. So, but speak a little bit more to the inspiration that you had to actually start this app.
So I was interested in owning my own business. I never knew what that business was going to be in. I did know that there was something that I could do to work towards that dream still, so I started to focus on the way my Instagram looked because I realized it was more a place for business. It wasn't just a place for social sharing and swapping pictures with people. So I created a vision board and what I wanted my Instagram to look like, and I would focus on that for over a month. I was doing this, but it became really tedious, and it just hit me one day that there needs to be a tool to help me create the aesthetic, create the branding, be consistent with what I was posting, and I chose to be the one to make it.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, a lot of businesses start on Instagram, and Empowerista started on Instagram,
Yeah.
where I just started posting my thoughts and feelings about female empowerment
Yeah.
and lots of inspirational quotes, and that's a great place to test an idea. So I love that not only did you test an idea on Instagram, you came up with an idea because of being on
Yeah.
Instagram. A lot of times on Empowerista we talk about pivoting because our world, especially the digital world, is moving so quickly. Opportunities are changing, and sometimes our dream has to change with them. And I know that you can speak to this because you originally wanted to be an interior designer.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tell me a little bit about that path that you were on and how you pivoted.
So I was going to school for interior design. I graduated with an interior design degree. My junior year in college, I realized it's something that I loved, but I wasn't passionate. There wasn't something holding me there. And so even though I got to try that, I got to experience working before I even graduated with someone I admired, someone who is huge in the field in LA, doing hospitality design. I got the opportunity to work with him, and it was amazing, and I learned so much, but I couldn't give him my 100% because there was always something holding me, and that was PostView. I already had the idea. It was already something that I was working towards, and I had to decide, do I want to work on my dream job or do I want to work on a dream, which was my business? And I figured, you know, interior design and my business, or that business, is always going to be there. This opportunity isn't. So this is my time at this age. Take advantage of that moment and go for it, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's incredible. It takes risk and a lot of confidence
Yeah.
to do that, which is hard for a lot of women. So how did you come up with that confidence and desire to take the risk?
The confidence, I've always had a belief in myself. I think it's because I grew up doing sports, and it pushed me to always try and be my best. And I failed sometimes in sports, but I was always able to get back up and keep going. So I kind of looked at it in the same way. Whether or not I fail, I know I'll be able to pick up myself and keep on going. So I took the leap, and here I am.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes being a female in tech comes with a new set of obstacles that maybe you didn't deal with before,
Yeah.
certainly that maybe men don't deal with. You said that sometimes you feel underestimated or that maybe you're treated a little bit differently
Yeah.
being a woman in tech. Can you explain how that comes about and how you deal with it?
Yeah, I mean, going into this, I didn't know anything about tech, so it has been a learning experience throughout it all, and I'm in it now, and it's opened a new world to so many different possibilities, and I've met a lot of men, because most men are in business, and I've learned to just be confident, like you were saying, to know what you're going in there for and not let anybody undermine you or look down upon you, because you're just as capable as any person in the room. It's just how much work you're willing to put in. So I don't really let the men or being a woman hold me back. It's not something I ever looked at.
So it's just kind of like keep going and
Yeah.
keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah,
really.
like I don't just push it aside and keep going.
Any other tips for building your confidence?
Yeah, I mean, the things I like to focus on is I like to focus on my health. I like to eat well. I mean, I can't put pizza aside. It's something I love. So, but working out, staying healthy, being around the right people who are going to uplift you and who are trying to do something with their lives as well is really important, because you are who you hang around. And so it's all of those things add to my confidence, and I think that anyone can benefit from doing the same.
Yeah. And lastly, what is your definition of empowerment?
My definition of empowerment, being strong and motivating others and inspiring others and being happy. Those are what empowerment is to me.
I love it. I'm going to insert one more question, actually,
Yeah.
and that is, so obviously having an idea and a dream is just the beginning.
Yes.
Starting a business or really executing any dream comes down to action and that execution piece. So if you could speak to how you turned your dream.
Hold on 1 second for editing. Re-ask the question when you're ready.
Okay.
Stand by. So into that, just normal conversation, so we get the shot. Go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, when it comes to achieving your dream, the idea and the dream is just the beginning. It's really that execution piece that makes it a reality. So if you could explain how you made your dream a reality.
Okay, so long story short, I wrote down my ideas first and foremost. That was huge. Once you see your ideas in writing, it's like you have to keep going from there. So I wrote that down, and I hunted down the people that I needed to. I went and I used my resources. I think that it's really important to be cognizant of all the resources that are provided for us. They're all around us, and they're waiting to be used. That's what they're there for. So I just went out and grabbed what I needed, and by any means necessary, I did what I had to do. And so I think that people should really just be aware of what's around and live in that moment and do whatever you need to get done in that moment.
Yeah, and a lot of times it means being resourceful to tap into those resources. You know, we often are just a Google search away or a Facebook message away from being connected to who we need to be connected to. So really being resourceful, I think, is key, because everyone has a varying degree of resources that are already built in, but if we realize that they really are closer than we think, that obviously makes a huge difference.
It's definitely taking the step. I think that people think it's this huge step that's going to change their life. It's not. It's a bunch of little steps that add up together and create something big. And so it's just that one step that changes your life to, okay, what's coming next? What am I going to do next after this? Now that I accomplish this, what's next? People don't usually look at it that way, but it's really that easy. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm just going to tag it, but we'll do the empowerment question at the end.
Right. Okay, so which camera are you going to say goodbye now?
Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say, let us know.
All right. Take it from the guest. Go to the guest, and then you just catch it later. Okay.
Okay, ready?
And then just switch to Alex when she starts talking. Okay.
Okay. Well, Alexandra, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing your Empowerista journey with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This is a dream come true to be here with you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Love your story, and just honestly, it's so inspiring for women to know that they can turn their dream into a reality. And for you watching, let us know what your definition of empowerment is using #Empowerista, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Stay there for 1 second. In the magazine, we do your life in 50 seconds.
My life in 50 seconds?
That's right. You ready to tell me that?
My life in 50 seconds?
right.
What do I?
So basically, you're going to say your name and the founder of the name of the company,
Okay.
and you're going to say, and this is my life.
Okay.
Pause, and you're going to say, I moved here from wherever, I did this, I did that, and then I was an athlete and everything else, and I decided
Whew.
I would start my job, and I'm going to create this, that, and
Oh my
everything
God.
else.
Okay.
I got married, I got divorced.
No.
And
You're
this
like,
is my
no.
life. But give me the generic version.
Yeah.
And stay in
Okay.
the camera at the very end.
Okay.
A big smile.
Just this
Say your
one?
name and what you do, then pause, and this is my life. Pause, go into it, and say at the very
Okay.
end, and this is my life.
And this is
All
my
right,
life.
stand by for ready? Ready? You
I say
record?
this is my life after I say everything,
And this is my life.
and this is my
But
life.
no, but
After.
she does it first, right? That's how
She's
she
going
kicks
first
it
and last.
off.
She kicks it off with your name, and this is my life. Go through it. And
Okay.
at the very end, not your name, just say, and this is my life.
Okay.
Go ahead when you're ready. Smile at the end into the camera.
Okay. My name is Alexandra Karam, and I am the CEO and founder of PostView mobile app, and this is my life. I grew up in Moore Park, California. I went to Cal State Northridge. Can I start over? I'm sorry.
It's good. We got this.
I'm like, all these things are so
It's
fast.
okay.
Okay.
You don't have to do the beginning part again. You can just start after you start.
And this is my life.
We got
Okay.
that part. So, ready.
So, I grew up in Moore Park, California. I went to Moore Park High School where I played track and basketball. I went to Cal State Northridge. I studied interior design and got my bachelor's degree. And after that, I started pursuing PostView full time. I did intern for an amazing interior designer, and I got to do my dream job working at different nightclubs and helping design nightclubs in Los Angeles. But these days, my focus is PostView, and that's it. And this is my life. Is that what it is? I'm like, do I do it again? Should I try again?
That's good. We got to edit it.
Yeah?
That's awesome.
Okay, I hope I gave you something.